have a lagging chest and need to bring it up to meet the rest of your body parts, I'm gonna show you how to do it. All right, guys and girls, new to the channel, how to set up your training split for lagging body parts. And I know training splits are such a huge topic on the internet, and that's one of the first things that most everyone asks me. Hey Chris, what's your training split? What's the best training split? What would you do with your training split to bring up this muscle? So guess what? I know a lot of trainers and coaches and pros hate answering this, but you know what? I'm gonna lean into it because I love training splits. It's something that I'm actually really passionate to talk about. I love program design. I love taking up someone's physique, looking at their photos of them posing in front of me, thinking, okay, we need to fix this, this, and this, and then I'm creating a training split and a training program to fix all those lagging areas to bring their body into full flow. And what I mean by that is matching even shape from all angles, front, back, side, upper body, lower body. Gonna logically start with chest, right? Because that's what most people want to bring up. So, how to bring up a lagging body part, specifically chest. So, right off the gate, I want to say something before I begin this whole series, and that's going to be, if your form is poor, no amount of volume or exercise selection is going to change that body part. So if I'm speaking about chest in particular, I'm going to get Chaz to post a video here of common chest mistakes that most people make. And that's going to go through all the things that you need to make sure are in place before you install any of these exercises and programs into your workout. So watch that video, study it, look at your form. If you're doing those common mistakes, dear God, stop it. You gotta fix that. That's step one. What I would do, I'm gonna make it a priority. So whatever your day one of the week is, that's where I'm gonna train it. And it's gonna come after a rest day. So logically for me, after a rest day, I am ready to rip weights apart. My food was perfect, I rested a lot, I got good sleep, and I'm ready to tear those freaking weights apart come Monday or Sunday, however you, Tuesday, Saturday, wherever you start your week. So day one will always be chest when I'm fresh. And what I want to do here, guys, is if I'm setting up a structure and knowing I'm going to train chest twice this week, I'm going to make day one really hard, heavy, good intensity, moving the most amount of weight possible in the target rep range. So without a doubt, starting right out of the gate, I'm going to go slight incline dumbbell press. And this is what I want to do. Pyramid up to a heavy 8 to 12. And then I want you to just take it to the end. And if you have a good spotter and can do 2 force reps, even better. That's what I'm gonna do for set number one working. And that's after I've already done my warm-ups and feeder sets. So then I'm gonna go take probably a 2 to 3 minute rest period, and I'm gonna drop the weight. For me, a back off, if I'm doing 140s or 150s, is gonna back off to be either 90 or 100. And what I'm gonna do here, guys, I'm gonna come all the way down, pulse on my chest, come up, squeeze my chest. So not that my form on set one is gonna be trash, but I'm gonna be a little bit more ballistic with it, meaning I'm trying to lower it under control, and then I'm gonna ballistically press it as fast and as hard as I can towards the ceiling. That's gonna generate power output, explosive, and lots of type 1 fibers. So with that, I'm thinking about move, load, move, load, move, load. With a back off, I'm thinking about, okay, lower the weight, slow the reps down, fill every inch, every fiber, and make those set just as miserable as the first, but just from a different modality, meaning I'm gonna be a little bit more precise with my execution and form. So you see how I scratch both itches there, right? Heavy explosive, and then I slow it down on the same freaking exercise, guys. That's how I like top set and back off. So exercise number one, slight incline dumbbell press. Number two, I'm gonna go right over to the regular incline, which is probably gonna be about a 45 degree, and do incline barbell press. With this, I'm gonna come down, stop a couple inches above my chest, and then press it up explosively. Same exact thing. I'm gonna go up to a hard, probably 6 to 10, maybe 12. Do as many as I can. With a spotter, ideally have 2 force reps. Then I'm gonna rack it, drop down the 2 plates, come down, pulse on my chest for a 2 count. So it'll be like this. That's what every rep is gonna look like. And again, if you notice when I push up, I stop just short, so I'm gonna keep all the tension on my chest. So top set, back off there. Same exact premise. Set one, explode, be aggressive, move weight, try to progress up in weight every week or up in reps. And then if you're back off, pull a plate off, come down, feel that chest open, and then press up to a contraction. Next up, it's gonna be some sort of fly motion. For this, after I've done 2 incline movements, I like to do a flat fly. I'm gonna choose a dumbbell fly here, guys. I'm gonna come out, stretch my pecs, open them up, feel everything from my freaking armpit to my sternum. This feels incredible. I'm gonna do volume here. I'm gonna go 3 sets, 12, 10, 8. I'd probably go, if you're asking for reps and sets, and weight, I'm probably gonna do 60s for 12, for a hard 12, and then I might stay there for 60s and go 10, 8, or I might go the other way, I might do, say, 50s for 12, 12 and a half, 13, and then go 55 and then 60. So there's 2 different ways you can look at to do that. And it depends on how I feel coming off those first 2 exercises. But again, with this, I'm not jerking out of the bottom. I'm making my chest work the entire time. And then the last thing I want to do is dips. So you can either do this on a dip machine or a free weight dip. It doesn't matter. What I want to think about here is this is going to work my lower pecs. So stretch everything out, 2 sets to absolute failure until you can't move an inch out of the hole. And that's your entire chest workout for day 1. But it's a lot of load, it's a lot of reps if you look at the totality of the reps. So this is gonna overload the pecs, it's gonna force growth from a perspective of progressive overload. Now, am I gonna train shoulders that day? 100%, but it's not gonna be nearly the amount of volume that you would normally see me do on a chest shoulder day if chest is the priority for your body. So I'm probably gonna do 2 shoulder exercises. It's gonna be a side and a rear lateral. And I'm probably gonna do cables on this day. And I'm gonna do 3 sets each, 25, 20, 15 reps. Simple, get a pump, get out. Because the majority of this work I want to go of growth towards the chest. The shoulders are simply on maintenance during this phase. That's on, say, day 1. I'm gonna come back on day 4 or 5 and hit a pump workout. So John Meadows made these extremely popular. So day 2 for the pump is gonna be geared towards picking machines, cables, and mega pump. That's what we're after here, guys. Massive, massive pump. So what we're gonna do to start the day of day 2 is going to be a pre-exhaust. And I like the ceiling pec deck, and I'm gonna do a bunch of sets here. I'll probably go a set of 25, 20, 15, 12, and then my last set, it'll be really hard, it'll be a set of 10. With this, I think I'm gonna open the chest, expand the rib cage, feel the stretch, come in, mega contraction. The premise of this is forcing my chest to just get a massive pump, and then it's gonna limit my load that I do for the rest of the day. So I don't want a lot of load, because I've already done that on day 1. With this, I want huge pump, connecting to the fibers and tissue so that when you get to the day 1 on the next time you train chest, you'll be really connected to it, and you'll be able to take that carryover from the secondary day into your primary day. All right, so after all that 5 sets of volume, I wanna go over to the hamstring incline. I wanna get all that meat up towards my collarbone. Jay Cutler made me a believer in this. So very, very similar to exercise 1. I'm gonna do a set of 15, 12, 10, and 8. Just hammering weight. So with that, I like to come down, big stretch, come up, squeeze. Stretch, squeeze. All working that upper chest. Again, these are gonna be all straight sets. I'm not doing anything yet that's gonna be an intensity technique. Because we're hitting it twice, so we have to manage fatigue of the muscle. All right, next up is gonna be a flat machine press. Now, you can do a flat machine press. If your gym doesn't have a good flat machine press, I actually like Paul's dumbbell flat, to where you just come down, pulse in the hole, and every rep, press up a hard contraction on your dumbbell rows. I wanna purposely limit my load because I don't wanna overload to the point where, like on day 1. So I prefer a flat machine. The Hammer Strength flat is probably my favorite. A flex flat is second, but we want a flat type machine to get the base, the middle, or the bulk of my chest. So with this, I'm gonna do volume, but it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna do a rest pause here. So I'm gonna do 3 mini sets, 20-second rest periods, and then I'm gonna set in the stretch for a 20 count at the end after my 3rd mini set. So with this, a little bit faster pace, and then it's gonna be the first introduction of intensity to your pecs. Last thing to finish, I'm gonna do a high cable crossover, 15 to 12 reps, somewhere in there, and then right into a stretch push-up. This combo, I'm telling you, absolutely incredible. You're gonna love it. So I'm gonna do 3 rounds of this, and both of these I do wanna take to failure because it's safe. So with the stretch push-up, open up that chest, keep your chin up, press until you can't go any further. With the high cable crossovers to start, very similar. I'm fatiguing my chest so I don't have to do 47 stretch push-ups. So with this, I'm thinking about 12 to 15 reps on the high cable crossover, feel the stretch, huge contraction, drop right down on the floor with either dumbbells or yoga steps, and I'm gonna really stretch up that chest and work hard as I can. Like I wanna end up where my chin and my nose is on the ground because I can't press up anymore. I want 3 rounds of that, guys. So that's exactly how I would structure a chest training split of days, right? So day 1, day 4. So what I'm gonna put in the middle of that, it's a great question. How I would structure that personally is I would go chest and shoulders on day 1. I would do day 2, which is gonna be back. I'm gonna do an off day. Then I'm gonna come back and do chest and shoulders again. Now after that secondary, I don't need a ton of work for my delts. I would do 2 exercises for delts. I would do a dumbbell side lateral and a bent over rear lateral with a dumbbell. 3 sets, 15 to 20 reps. Simple as that. So getting back to that split, guys, if I'm coming on that 4th day, it's gonna be chest and shoulders pump. I'm gonna do legs, day 5. So now, quick word to you. If you're still sore on day 4, just simply switch the legs and the chest shoulder pump. Easy as that. And the final piece, if I'm gonna train an additional 5th day, is gonna be arms. And that's just gonna be fun, right? Off day 7, come back, start that rotation all over again. So chest, shoulders, back, off, chest, shoulder pump, legs, arms, off. 7 days. There's your whole split. I laid out exactly what you need to do. Go to the gym, master those exercises, get massive pumps, progress your strength, and I promise your chest will be big, full, and round from all angles. If you like this video, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Chris TV.